Imagine a civilization so ancient that its earliest legends whisper of emperors who tamed rivers, battled mythical beasts, and carved order from chaos. This is China. A vast living tapestry woven from more than 4,000 years of dynasties. Rising like thunder and collapsing like dust, a saga of brilliance, brutality, invention, philosophy, rebellion, and rebirth. And today, we're diving through the entire thing in one sweeping journey. It begins with the semi-mythical Xia, where Yu the Great supposedly conquered colossal floods and founded the idea that a ruler's legitimacy hinged on virtue, the mandate of heaven. Concept that would justify every dynasty's rise and fall for millennia. Then comes the Shang, forging bronze so advanced it stunned archaeologists, creating oracle bones that crackled with the earliest known Chinese writing. Only to be overtaken by the Zhou, who expanded China's political imagination with feudal states, grand rituals, and philosophies that still shape the world. Confucius preaching harmony and duty, Laozi guiding seekers toward the Tao, and strategists like Sun Tzu crafting warfare into art. But unity shattered in the Warring States period. The rival kingdoms clashed for dominance until the unthinkable happened. Single ruthless state. Qin under the iron will of Qin Shi Huang unified China for the first time. Standardizing scripts, weights, roads, even axle lengths. While building the early Great Wall and a terracotta army of thousands to guard his immortal dreams.
Push forward! Don't let them
Yet his
breach the
dynasty
gate!
burned out as
Hold
fast
back!
as it blazed,
The structure
collapsing
is failing!
in the wake of rebellion. From those ashes rose the Han, one of the greatest empires in history. Spreading influence from Korea to Central Asia, opening the Silk Road to Rome, inventing paper, refining bureaucracy, and shaping Chinese identity so deeply that even today, the majority ethnic group still proudly calls itself Han. But the mandate of heaven is fickle. Corruption, eunuch, power struggles, and warlords shattered the Han, plunging China into the chaotic Three Kingdoms Iran. Age of iconic warriors, brilliant strategists,
Charge forward!
and battles that still ignite imaginations. Eventually, the Jin reunited China briefly before nomadic invasions fractured the land again. Leading to the northern and southern dynasties, where culture and religion, especially Buddhism, flourished, even as political unity faltered. Then, like a cosmic reset, the Sui dynasty emerged. Short-lived, but monumental.
Haul the log,
building the Grand Canal,
Build the canal.
Heave! Put your backs into it!
and
Move it, we
reuniting
don't have all
China
day.
at tremendous
Faster.
human cost. Paving the way for one of humanity's golden ages.
Finest silks from the south,
Get your
The Tang
fresh
Dynasty.
produce here.
handcrafted pottery, best prices in the city.
Under the Temps, China became a global superpower of poetry, art, trade, and cosmopolitan brilliance. Where emperors ruled over a multicultural empire, scholars perfected verse. Cities like Chang'an became glittering centers of the world. Until rebellion and power struggles dimmed its radiance. The Song dynasty followed, often militarily vulnerable, yet intellectually explosive. Pioneering gunpowder weapons, paper money, movable type printing, magnetic compasses, and scientific breakthroughs centuries ahead of Europe, while its painters captured landscapes with breathtaking subtlety. But northern invaders, the Jurchen Jin, forced the Song south, and eventually the Mongols arrived.
Attack! Move
With thunderous
forward!
hooves, Kublai Khan conquered China and founded the Yuan dynasty, folding China into the vast Mongol Empire. Where foreign rule reshaped society and opened unprecedented global connections, but heavy taxation, floods, and plague stirred unrest until a peasant monk turned rebel, Zhu and Zhang, rose victorious and founded the Ming. The Ming dynasty restored Han Chinese rule, built the Great Wall into its iconic form, launched Admiral Zheng Yi's grand voyages across the Indian Ocean, and filled the Forbidden City with imperial majesty.
Someone
But
knows
court
we are
intrigue,
here.
eunuch dominance, and
move
economic
quickly.
strain weakened the dynasty
What
as
about
new
the others
northern
outside?
powers grew stronger. Those powers were the Manchu, who swept south to establish the Qing, China's final imperial dynasty, expanding territories to their greatest historical extent. Flourishing under emperors like Kangxi and Qianlong, and cultivating a sophisticated, diverse empire at isolation, corruption, and Western imperial aggression cracked the foundation. The Opium Wars, unequal treaties, the Taiping Rebellion, internal decay spiraled into national crisis until revolutionaries overthrew the Qing in 1911, ending more than 2 millennia of imperial rule and giving birth to the Republic of China. But unity slipped away once again as warlords divided the land, followed by Japanese invasion, civil war between nationalists and communists, and ultimately the founding of the People's Republic of China in 1949 under Mao Zedong, ushering in a new, turbulent chapter: land reforms, the Great Leap Forward, the Cultural Revolution, each reshaping the nation with immense cost. After Mao's era, Deng Xiaoping's reforms transformed China into one of the world's fastest-growing economies, blending market mechanisms with one-party rule and and propelling the country into the global arena as a modern superpower. And so, from mythical floods to futuristic skylines, from bronze vessels to quantum research, the story of China is not just the story of dynasties rising and falling, but of a civilization endlessly reinventing itself, carrying forward the weight of its past while reaching for horizons that emperors of old could never have imagined, an unbroken thread of human ambition, resilience, and reinvention stretching across the ages.